for Bangladesh and even for our other communities.
Assalamu alaikum. Marhaba. Yes. Yesterday was Thanksgiving. And today I want to give thanks to Wafay, Umaira, and for all of you for being here today. I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful that I have a beautiful wife, a beautiful daughter whom you've met, and friends such as yourselves and supporters. I've been on the City Council for 2 terms. I'm a proud product of Seton Hall University. I graduated #1 in my class, and I earned my master's degree from Columbia University in Public Policy and Administration. I have a vision for this city that I'm sure that a lot of you share as far as quality of life is concerned. And I'm so fortunate that something that was negative turned out to be so positive for me. And that was the Lava Lounge. Because I would have never met some of you if it didn't happen. And sometimes things in life happen for a reason. Where's Vildan, right? God has a plan for everybody and everything. And that's how I got to know the Vildan Sayegh family. And I'll tell you this, quality of life means that you'll be able to get a decent night's sleep. It's also about people maintaining their properties. And it's also about just people being able to get a standard of living that they all deserve, whether it's at school or it's at home. And it's important also to look at South Patterson and how it's growing. I grew up in this city. This is the only home I've ever known. And I want not only children to grow here, but I want businesses to grow here. You have VNC. We're here at a good restaurant. I'm sure you enjoyed the food, right? You could say yes. All right. Nevertheless, I want South Patterson to grow, but I want every section of the city to grow as well. If you take a ride down Main Street, you'll see a project. You'll see on Buffalo in Maine, there's a project. You'll see a project not too far from here, Pacific in Maine. We have another project on Day in Maine. These are things that are going to help our tax base. If there's one thing Pattersonians want, they want tax relief. This Tuesday at the City Council meeting, I introduced a program that would help provide tax relief for Pattersonians. And it's working in other cities in the state. What happens is you receive a card. It's just like you got a CVS card or a Pathmark card. You have that. And every time and you swipe credit on your tax bill. So it's one way of promoting local businesses and another way of reducing your property tax burden. It'll be a win-win for this city. I don't see any downside to it at all. And it's a way to promote Patterson. It's a way to help the city grow. And by you patronizing these establishments, you're helping us grow. And public safety is a major issue too. Obviously, I want to work more with the Patterson Police Department and the Passaic County Sheriff's Department, because we are the county seat. We're the capital of Passaic County. I want to see more patrols. The vision that we have for here, and Wafay is a part of that too, is to create a special improvement district in South Patterson. A special improvement district would increase police presence and will also increase the cleanliness in the area. A special improvement district, one example that I could use is Times Square. You're familiar with Times Square? 20 years ago, it wasn't the most desirable to go to. Times Square. As a Chinatown or Little Italy. 21st Avenue is another area, has a lot of promise too. You're the City Council President. You just became the City Council. That's the next step, right? The Council President, and then as I told someone earlier, 9.9% sure that I'm going to run for mayor. We haven't made an official announcement yet, but that 0.1% could be my daughter. If she tells me not to run, I'll decide not to do it. But chances are she won't talk for another year, so it doesn't look like she's going to dissuade me from doing it. And why would I do it? Because I have a passion for Patterson, and my purpose is service. And this is, like I said before, the only home I've ever known. And I want to take care of my home the way I take care of my house. And all of you I consider family. For those of you who have made an investment in the city of Patterson, I want you to be able to get that return on your investment. And I can assure you, I'll make no promises in the campaign. The only guarantee I'll give you is that I'll work harder than anybody else. That's the only guarantee I'll make. I don't like to make promises. But I'm going to need people to work with me. So if Kimberly or Sandra, Bildad, and Humayra, if you want to join my troops, then we're ready to work. I'll get you boots, and we'll start walking and knocking on doors. Because what good is a message if there are no people to receive the message? We got to be able to make sure they get that message.
Right.
And we'll get that message across. So the message is simple. We want Patterson to grow. We want Patterson's economic base, the business districts here, to grow. We want families to be able to grow in this city as well. We want the school district to improve as well. So if you're with me, then we will be willing to take your time, your talent, whatever you have to offer, your enthusiasm, your energy. Because it's going to be a monumental task. The election is in May of next year, May 13, 2014. So we got about 7 months to go and a lot of work ahead of us. So simply put, today, the day after Thanksgiving, I'm giving thanks to you for being here, for believing in me, believing in Patterson. And clearly, I believe that there's work to be done, there's progress to be made, but the only way we can improve Patterson is if you join with me and we do it together. Thank you very much.
We would like actually to introduce Sister Humayra. She has been working, yes, hard to organize this together, and also she will ask Andrea some questions, and she has been working actually with the organization to help all the community. Arabic community, Turkish community. She's doing actually a great job in the community. So
that's later.
Okay.
Okay. So do you want to say? Yeah, you want to say something,
people, please?
Yeah, like Andre said, thanks to Lava Lounge, we have met, and
See that?
he had supported us throughout the whole process, and I guess that's one of the things that was positive from our experience with Lava Lounge, and we cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much for supporting us, and we are 100% behind you.
Thank you. Not 99.9?
No.
All right.
100%.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone have any questions?
I
Now,
have a question.
Sure.
We thankful for eating.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There you go. You still had room after yesterday, Thanksgiving? You still had room? Any other questions? Now is your opportunity. All right, wait a minute. Besides a question, who's on board? Who wants to get on board and help us? You could sign up to join.
For volunteers.
Yes.
There is a list here. So please, you can sign your name, put your
Sandra,
information.
Kim.
Okay, go ahead.
Good.
I'm going to walk around with the list, and we'll take your information.
Now, you got to realize this. The election's about 7 months away, right? You got to look at it this way. This is where it starts. This is where my base is. And then we branch out. This is, you build on what your base is. So the base is South Patterson for me. It's always been that way because I'm a son of South Patterson. But we clearly have to grow. That's the operative word that we're using. We have to branch out to all wards. This is the 6th ward. We're going to need all 6.
Yes.
So
Any other questions?
Are we gonna sign the names?
Yeah. For
Yes.
volunteers? Yes. Yes. Last Sunday, actually, I have Andrea and his helper. They stopped by the office, and I was working with one of my volunteers too. His honor student on the gene list in Montclair. We're making phone call and sending email. Plus, Sister Humayra, she was doing this with us too, to have people to vote and volunteer with Andrea. Yes, and it was so cold. It was knocking from one door to another to all people in.
That's right. It was cold.
We really appreciate. Yes,
We walked on Sunday. It was cold.
Yes, it was a frozen.
Yes, I almost lost my hair.
Yes.
I had to put a strap on so it didn't come off. That's right. I went to the emergency room after that. It was cold.
I know. Yeah.
But I'm going to walk tomorrow. I'm going to walk the next day. Like I said, you got to get the message out.
Yes.
Right. Right. Okay.
I don't know if this will be the time to ask, but can you talk about some of the changes you will bring to Patterson once, hopefully?
Well, I mean, we got to build on the strengths. We got a lot of strengths. That's why I'm talking about South Patterson. A lot of development is taking place. Clearly, I said there's room for improvement, so we need a special improvement district. More of a police presence, cleaner streets. That's what you build on. You take what you have, the model, and you try to use it in the other areas as well. Okay. So I think we got something working here, but it's a work in progress. We can improve on it. Yes.
I have another question.
Yeah, go ahead, please. Should I speak into the microphone?
No,
okay.
How you can help non-profit in Patterson to be able to continue the job which they doing in Patterson, and for people to take them for education and to get jobs?
Listen, nonprofits are very important. We got to partner with them, right? Because government can't do everything for people.
Right.
And you actually are on the ground level, right? You're on the front line. Right. We can make policies or whatever it may be, but you're the ones that are implementing the policies. So in my administration, since I come from a nonprofit background, that's how we met when I was the executive director of the Patterson Alliance.
Right.
I have an open door policy with the nonprofit organizations, meet regularly with them, and hopefully incorporate them into my overall plan for where we want to take Patterson.
That's wonderful. Big hand. Big hand.
Oh, that was good. Big hand. You have a question? Okay.
Jala, you have a question?
Jala wants to help you. She wants to be.
She's going to be one of my primary volunteers.
You're
You're going to help too? Excellent.
Too. Yes.
Not now. It's cold though. I'll let me walk now. You go like in spring.
Andre, Mehmet has a question.
Yes. No. Okay. Mehmet.
He's supporting you.
Mehmet will ask me later.
She's gonna ask later, yeah.
All right. If there's no other questions, I think dessert's going to come out.
Yes.
All right. Thank you again. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you so much for everyone.
Thank you.
We're going to serve with a dessert. Yes, that is dessert, and she now is coming.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
everybody.
For everything.